everyone, and welcome to AgriTalk Online, bonus coverage from the National Farm Machinery Show in Louisville, Kentucky. We're broadcasting from the Gleaner display. We'll talk more about Gleaner combines as we go along, but we're also going to be talking a little bit about ag financing and ag economy. Joining us now is Bob Fulling, Regional Vice President for Rabo AgriFinance out of Indianapolis, heading up their office there. Bob, it's good to talk to you. You and I were just talking. We never thought we would see interest rates as low as they are, and for an extended period like this. It's just been unprecedented. We both remember back, what we came through in the 80s and thought, wow, if we ever got interest rates in single digits, that would be something. Who'd have ever imagined we'd be where we are now?
Yeah, that's right, Mike. Thanks. When I started in the lending business back in the early 80s, rates were just coming down below 10%, and we thought, wow, that was tremendous then, and here we are with an extended period of time, and according to the Federal Reserve, we're going to see some good rates for a while yet to come.
And how are farmers taking advantage of the lower interest rates and the higher commodity prices? What are you seeing?
We're seeing guys locking in rates for a longer period of time, taking advantage of that, wanted to go out further, because obviously, once the economy turns around, we don't know how high they'll go, and it's obviously a cyclical market. But go ahead.
As you look at these land values that keep going higher and higher and higher, do you have concerns about that? I mean, or does that just show the health of the ag economy?
There's definitely a lot of health in the ag economy. That's obviously what's driving the rates. But if you look at what's driving that, I mean, there's a lot of stability out there. There's not a lot of debt against farmland today like there was back in the 80s. So there are some parallels to what we saw when the land ran up back in the late 70s. But there's a lot of differences as well. And our food and ag economist research people have issued a paper about the land bubble, I guess it was last year, and indicated that there's a lot of drivers there. But I think we're gonna see it continue maybe, but it's probably not at the rate that it has been in the past.
That's what I keep hearing, that this is different than the 80s, and things are much better shape, better prepared to handle things. All right. There are a lot of opportunities in an economy like this, in the ag economy the way it is. How do you work with farmers, and what do you offer them that can help them take advantage of opportunities in times like these?
Well, information is one of the things that our customers tell us they really value about Rabo AgriFinance. We've got our own food and ag research economists, like I talked about, and they issue reports almost on a weekly basis, and they study all types of commodities. We've got over 80 of these guys scattered around the world, and everything from corn and soybeans, obviously, to the livestock, to I just saw one last week on palm oil in Malaysia, for instance, and the impact of that. So information is one of the things that really sets us apart from a lot of the other competitors in the field.
It is a competitive business, the lending market out there. What do you offer as far as a personal relationship and working with a producer, working with someone wanting to be your client or looking to be your client? How do you offer them something that would appeal to them over somebody else that could make them a loan?
Well, knowledge is number one. We've got the global knowledge, and we've got local people. So we've got guys scattered around all over the country. We've got 29 regional offices today, and that's just from 7 years ago, basically coming to this market and not having any at all. So we've come on the scenes. Rabo's got a very rich agricultural heritage of 110 years globally. So we bring a lot to the table in that regard, Mike.
Because there are opportunities right now, besides just daily operations, sometimes farmers want to take advantage of some opportunities that are out there. They need to make sure they have a good lender to make those happen.
Yes, yeah, that's right. And again, it comes back to our global knowledge. Obviously we offer the full suite of lending products. Operating loans, real estate loans. We've got our own crop insurance division that's exclusively devoted just to crop insurance. We don't do any other type of insurance products. And then we work with a lot of the other agribusiness vendors out there as well. So there's very few facets in agriculture that we're not involved, actually.
Coming back to the land prices, I hear these prices, and great if you're selling land, but if you're buying it, sometimes I say to myself, how does that pencil out? I mean, even with higher commodity prices that we have now, how does that pencil out at some of these amazing prices that we're hearing? I'm sure that you're looking at that as a lender. Tell us about that process and when you sit down with a farmer who says, I'd like to buy this land and it's this price, tell us that process that you go through.
Oh, that's a good question. You sure can't get into the business today and pay $12,000 an acre for everything that you've got. Most of the guys that are buying land, it's part of their overall long-term strategy. Buy land over time. So it's just like income averaging and other investments. So over time it's all going to average out, and that's the way we look at it. We take a long-term view, a long-term horizon. We've been in business a long time, and we expect to stay here for a long time as well.
So I guess back to the information that Rabo AgriFinance from all your people, and you're looking at, hey, on down the road several years, what will the demand be for crops? What's the chances of commodity prices staying as strong as they are? Those types of things. You're looking big picture.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You have to. But the future is very bright for agriculture. You look at the global economy and what we see out there. There's third world countries that are improving their economies, and those people want to eat better products. I think the future is very bright for agriculture, and U.S. agriculture particularly.
What about for a young farmer wanting to kind of get started? Do you work with them, and how can you work with them to help them, especially in this kind of an economy?
We've got a few products, a computer scoring model that's based on more credit score than it is on the metrics. But by and large, it's somebody new coming in. It works mostly with their parents and jointly in a situation like that. That's typically what we see.
Business been good for you?
It's been excellent. Yes, we've grown tremendously. Just in the last 3 or 4 years, I think I know we've doubled here just in the last 2 years, our portfolio size. So yeah, business has been very good.
You're based in Indianapolis, that Indiana, Ohio, Michigan region. You had your share of weather challenges this past year, didn't you?
Yes, we sure did, Mike. Obviously not like the guys down in Texas did, but it seemed like right after things were in the ground, got no rain until just about harvest, and it was a real testament to the quality and the technology of the seed hybrids that are out there available today. So I think some guys were really surprised with some of the yields they did get.
Do you find, though, in the farmers you're working with that they are optimistic and upbeat about not only this coming year but the future?
Oh yeah. Farmers as a whole are always optimistic, and that's what I love about this industry, is that you're dealing with eternal optimists. And I think it's going to continue.
And is it still important in your business to have a strong relationship with that farmer? Money may be more accessible in a lot of places, but what can separate you from somebody else maybe is how close that relationship may be.
The relationship is everything, and as a matter of fact, it even drills down into our titles that we have. The guys that are out in the field aren't loan officers, they're relationship managers. And our analysts that are the number crunchers, they're relationship analysts. So yes, relationship is everything in our business. And we're with our customers in good times and bad. For instance, in 2009, the dairy industry was it was on its heels. And we made more dairy loans in 2009 than we did the previous year. So, we don't get in and out of markets. We understand agriculture, we're in it for the long haul.
I think that's key because, things are going well now. A farmer wants to know, will you be there for me if things go the other way?
That's exactly right. I see some others that kind of jump in and jump out, and this is an industry that you have to be in and you have to stay in.
And where can farmers find out more about the products and services offered by Rabo AgriFinance?
Well, you can look on the internet on our website, raboag.com, and you can pull up the contacts. They're on the database or the website, and search for a local representative.
Check it out. Find a good lending partner in Rabo AgriFinance, a partner indeed, the relationship that we talked about.
That's exactly right. We'd love to talk to them.
Bob, thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it.
That's Bob Fulling. He's out of Indianapolis, heads up the Rabo AgriFinance office there, Regional Vice President for Rabo AgriFinance. All right, we will take a break, come back with more here at the National Farm Machinery Show. We'll talk more about Gleaner Combines on AgriTalk Online.